My name is Adrian with Project Ramos, and on this channel, I like to do tech unboxings and tech reviews. So if you're into that type of content, consider subscribing. Today, I've got 8 photography products to unbox. We're going to get started here with a backdrop. And before we get into actually unboxing that, let me get my chat room set up here. And all right, we are good to go here. Before we get started here, I do want to say that if you are watching the recorded version on either Facebook or YouTube, I encourage you to click the Amazon link to my shop page that I have in the description and follow me there. That way you get notified in the Amazon app when I do go live. That way you can join in when I am live, and we can interact in the chat room here. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. This first product that I brought that I'm going to be unboxing here, it's a photography backdrop. And the way I plan to use this is being that I'm unboxing so many products here on Amazon Live, and I'm going to be providing reviews after the fact. I wanted to have a portable backdrop that I can set up real quickly, get some product shots, get a little bit of B-roll, and then break down and put away again. And that's what this backdrop setup should be able to provide. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. Actually, it's already highlighted in the carousel now, so you can check it out. And if you are new here on Amazon, my name is Adrian, and I am a tech enthusiast. I love everything tech related, whether it's in photography, videography, smartphones, mobile devices, just audio equipment, just in general, all electronics, computing equipment. And I love to unbox new products here on Amazon. The type of products that I like to look for is either products that are very useful or have a unique feature about them, or both. They're useful and unique. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. And if you are watching on Amazon Live, let me know in the chat room. That way I can say hi to you. I always like to know who is watching. And this packages are actually kind of large, so it's going to be a little challenging to unbox this thing live here. So I'm going to try to do the best I can. I'm not going to be able to use my overhead camera for this, but we'll use our regular front-facing camera. So I just want to show real quickly how this comes in terms of packaging. So I'm actually going to open this up here on the floor and then pull up the pieces as I get this open. All right, once again, let me know if you're watching here on Amazon Live. I've got eight products that we're going to be taking a look at here today. And as I said, this first one is a photography backdrop, and I'm going to be using this to be able to film some B-roll. Okay, so yeah, this is maybe I should have done this part of it before I started streaming here. This is a little challenging here. Partially because I'm not sure exactly where all the pieces are. So I don't want to cut into something that might be part of the product. Okay, it looks like we get some hardware components here, because it does come with a stand. So let's see here. All right, so we get some brackets here. So there is going to be a little bit of assembly. And then let me show you what I'm looking at here. So you get these brackets that are going to hold up the backdrop here, and some clips here. All right. Let's continue on. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat room. One of the cool things about joining here on Amazon is that you get to see all the products that I am going to be unboxing right there in the carousel. Okay, we're almost there, folks. All right, they packed this thing kind of crazy, but here's the backdrops right here. And there's a plate here. So this plate goes mounted onto this piece here. This piece telescopes out as such. Then this piece goes fastened onto the top of this, so it forms a T like this. And then the backdrops that they're including here are going to be held on using these little clips here. So that's how the hardware pieces on this work. Now, as far as the backdrops go, they've got this stuff taped onto this cardboard here. So let me see if I can get it loose here. Wow, packaging on this is crazy. I mean, I appreciate it because that way you make sure this stuff doesn't come wrinkled or folded or anything like that. But it is challenging to unbox. Okay, that's about... so you get a bunch of sheets. It doesn't come with any way to be able to store these sheets, so you're gonna have to figure out a way to store the backdrops themselves. So I'm trying to get this packaging off so I can pull these out. All right, finally. Here they are. I think they're made out of, feels like a vinyl. Sean Jones, thank you for following. Really do appreciate that. And if you are new here to my stream, once again, I'm a tech enthusiast. My name is Adrian, and I love to unbox either useful electronic products or unique electronic products. And as far as the different types of electronics, I cover everything from photography, videography, computers, mobile devices, just everything in general. All right, so here's all the different colors. You get this color here. Let me flip over to my overhead cam. So we've got this color. Got this one here. Get this peach looking color here. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat room. Get this gray color here. And this pinkish color. And this brownish color. Now what's cool about these is that on the flip side, you do get additional color. So you could tell that this is a darker like brown color, and this is more of a lavender type color. So all 6 pieces, it's actually, you're going to end up with 12 different colors because they're dual colored. All right, that is it for this one, folks. Boy, this one was tough to unbox. I should have cut all that open beforehand, but let me put this off to the side, and then we're going to move on to our next product. And our next one is an accessory that you can put on your desk, and I'll explain in a second. Sean, no, they're thicker than a piece of paper. This stuff feels like almost like a piece of vinyl. It's pretty rigid too, so it's going to hold in place pretty well. It's not going to fold too easily. So no, it's not like paper. It's more of a vinyl type of material. It feels pretty good, actually. And I really do like the material that it's made out of, because it's not going to, you know, you're not going to have to deal with wrinkles or anything like that. All right, let me grab the next product. Can't wait to try that out later. All right, so I am still building out my studio here. And part of what I need on my desk is to be able to mount things such as lights. Like right now I have my key light mounted onto a one of these arms here, one of these type of arms here. But I have other items that I want to mount onto my desk, and that's where this comes into play here. So let's go ahead and get this guy unboxed, and let's see here. It's already highlighted in the carousel. All right. Oh, sometimes I forget we got some cool features here. And there you go there. You can see Sean's question that he asked a second ago, which we already discussed. It's definitely not paper-like. All right, so this desk mount is made by Newer. And in the box, we got looks like a little warranty card, instruction manual. And then this is what I like about this product here. First of all, this piece is made of aluminum. It's built very well. This thing has some weight to it. This piece here telescopes out, and then it comes with a ball head already mounted on here. But if you want to mount a light onto this desk stand, you can remove the ball head, and it comes with a light spigot. So now you can add this here, and then you'll be able to mount a light on this stand. So it's versatile. And then the bottom piece here, it's got plenty of width here to be able to accommodate, you know, desktops that are really thick. And one of the things that I like to look at is to see and make sure that there's rubber pieces here, which it does. It does have a rubber piece on this little pad here, and then one here. So it's not going to scratch your desk as you're tightening this down. So this is made by Newer, built really well. This thing has some weight to it, which is really good, because if you're going to mount something that's kind of heavy, kind of like a key light onto this, this is going to be able to hang on to that light very sturdy. Here's another thing that's cool about these the little spigot here. It has the thread up on top, so if you wanted to, you could also add this on. You know, it's just a whole bunch of different options. You know, if you're going to be using this for, let's say, a camera, and then all of a sudden you could use it for two things very easily. So once you're, you know, you want to mount a light onto it, just remove this, put the light, and then vice versa. Very cool product. So I'm going to be using this to add an additional light that I need here on my desk. One of these days I'll upload a desk tour of my whole setup here. I've got a ton of stuff here on my desk to help me produce these broadcasts. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat room. We're going to move on to the next product. And the next one here is also a Newer stand. And what caught my attention on this one is the, as far as the pictures look, if you're familiar with camera stands, typically they're made of aluminum, or real lightweight aluminum. They're not very sturdy, especially if you're going to be mounting a soft box onto it, a large soft box with a heavy strobe on it. So they're not very sturdy for stuff like that. A little bit of a nice little gust of wind comes along, and boom, it flips over. So this stand, made by Newer, looked to me to be very sturdy, built tougher than the typical aluminum ones that you see out there. So let me go ahead and grab that now. And it's this guy right here. So let's get it unboxed. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and we will discuss. So one thing that you can do if you're going to be taking photos outside is you can lug around a C-stand, but those things are heavy. So I wanted to find something that was more lightweight, but still built like a tank. And I can tell you right now, this thing is built very well. So it is, it's made out of metal. I'm not sure if this is aluminum or stainless steel, but it has some weight to it, and that's really what I wanted. And you can tell the size of this thing by looking at the knuckles here. You can see that, you know, it's built like a tank here. And let me switch my camera here. So up on top, so you get these two that telescope out, and then you get this here that you can remove. So once you remove this guy, oh. Okay, so that, let's go of the, I just went too far there. Let's go of the baby pin, and you're able to attach, this is what's cool about this. So you're able to attach the baby pin either coming out of this end, or this end, or up on top. So that's gonna give you a whole bunch of different options to be able to mount your light onto this stand. Very cool. And these pieces here are, oh, we can tell right there, it's spring loaded. So I like when stands are spring loaded like that, because in the event that for whatever reason, if you didn't tighten these down all the way and the light comes down, it's not going to hit hard because the spring will have it bounce back. So that's a very cool feature. Let me see if the second one, yep, the second one is also spring loaded. So both pieces are spring loaded, so you're going to have that peace of mind to know that if your light does come down, it's not going to break because of that spring there. And then the bottom piece opens up like a tripod. So this is a very solid piece of equipment here. I am looking forward to trying this out outside. I just want to see how wide the base goes. Yeah, goes pretty wide. And the bottom has plastic pieces here. Solid piece of equipment here. So definitely going to come in handy here in the studio as well as outdoors when I go on photo shoots. Very cool. If you're new here, I see some folks finding me here on Amazon. If you're new here, my name is Adrian, and I am a tech enthusiast. I love tech and all tech, photography, videography, computers, mobile devices, all of that. And I love to unbox new tech here on Amazon. We are going to move on to the next product. The next product is also some newer stands. This is a 2-pack. And this is, I unboxed one similar to this. I think it was last week or the week before. But let's go ahead and grab that now. So what I liked about this is that these stands in particular are lightweight. And if you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat room. We can discuss. These are lightweight stands. So if you don't need one of those heavy-duty ones, such as the one that we just unboxed, you can also consider these right here. One of the things that I love about Neewer is that they make very good, affordable equipment. So if you don't want to break the bank, but still end up with a very good piece of equipment, Neewer is a good brand to consider. All right, so let's take a look at what we get here. So we've got the customer service little page here, and then a instruction manual. You get the Allen wrenches. And then what's cool is you get this little carrying bag here. Now, as you can tell, these stands are very compact. And as I said, they're very lightweight because of the material that they're made out of. So these guys are aluminum, but it's a lightweight aluminum. Here's the feet. It's got these fat rubber feet there. Very cool. And then this is the kind that, here, let me flip over, that you have to get the legs all the way over to get it set up. So there you go there. And then at the bottom, flip our camera over here. At the bottom, you get this hook right here, so you can add either a sandbag or your camera bag to add some weight onto it in case you need more weight there. Now, once you get the legs positioned, what's cool about these legs, though, is that if you need a wider base, you're going to be able to do that. You're going to get two different angles here. So you can go wider if you need to, and then open it again and go even wider if you need to. So you could literally have this thing almost flat to the ground. So kind of demonstrate with just two legs here so you can see how wide that can get. That is a very cool feature there that I really like. And then here is the top here. Of course, you get the little spigot there to be able to mount the light onto, and then you get 3 pieces here to telescope out to get the height that you need there. Very cool product, and as I said, this is very lightweight. So if you do need to carry 2 light stands with you, this is a cool way to do that because it's lightweight, comes with the bag, and as you can tell when we were unboxing this thing, it breaks down very compact, so it's not going to take very much space. So once these 2 are broken down here, you can see it's very small, and they fit in this bag right here. So if you want to make your kit be very compact, easy to carry around, but then you still have 2 stands with you, these are ones to consider here. So if you have any questions, let me know in the chat room. And we're going to move on to the next product. This next one is one that I'm actually looking forward to using here in the studio for, again, product shots. So this goes along with the backdrops that we unboxed earlier. What this is a tripod dolly. It's this guy right here. And where this comes useful is instead of having to lift your light stand to position it where you need it, you can just roll it around. You know, you don't always need to do that. At least, you know, I find use case scenarios where that's not very useful sometimes, but a lot of times it is. And I like the idea of having this dolly accessible to me where I can use it when I need it. So let's go ahead and unbox this guy so we can take a look at what. So first of all, you get this bag here for the dolly, a little strap there. And I can tell you right now, I really like the fact that it folds down so compact. Okay, that is it for that. Let's get this guy open. Thank you guys for joining me here this Saturday evening. Well, it's about to be evening here on the West Coast. All right, here it is. So you get these real nice plastic wheels here. Very fluid, and then this strap right here is holding it together so it doesn't open up. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so this strap is on one of the legs here so you won't lose it. I like that. And let's see how this works. So these legs come out, and that's it. It's ready to go. So 2 of the legs are the ones that come out, and this dolly is ready to be used. So there you go there. So you got the 3 sections here where the legs go into from your stand, and then it's got adjustments too. So depending on the size of the leg that you're putting into the little brackets here, you can adjust that and then be able to really clamp down on your stand so that it doesn't come loose off of this this stand here. And then it has, let me flip back over here. It has these little pieces here. So the 2 arms that do pull out, it has these little pieces to be able to safety lock these in so they're not going to close in on you. So in order for you to close them, you're going to have to lift this and then close this down. So that's a very cool safety feature there. It's got a cool little handle here too, also, so that when you do close this up, you can carry it with this handle here. And then those adjustments that I was talking about here, it's right here. This is where the leg goes right there. And then you also get another adjustment. This opens out here. There's a lock here. And now you can make it even wider. So it can accommodate different size light stands. You know, from real small light stands to the larger light stands. So, and another feature that I just noticed, the wheels lock. So once you do get this into place, you can lock these wheels down and it's not going to move on you. Very cool feature. And these tires or wheels do spin around, so it should be very fluid to use on the floor there. So I'm looking forward to using this here in studio, especially when I'm going to be working on doing some photo shots and I need to move my lighting around and get it exactly where I need it. And it breaks down very compact, and then you get that carrying bag. Very cool product. I'm liking this. All right, I got another item here. This one is a little, it caught my attention because sometimes you just need, you know, a little RGB light to do something real simple. You don't need anything fancy, nothing expensive. And this one is a very inexpensive RGB light. So I wanted to check it out, you know, because sometimes you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on something that you just need for a real quick project. So it's the item is now highlighted in the carousel, and here it is here. It's just a tube light, RGB. I don't expect a whole lot out of this, but I just wanted to check it out, you know, as an alternative to the more expensive RGB lights. Let's see what else we get in the box. All right, so we do get a charging cable. And this charging cable is a USB Type A to USB Type C. And then we get a lanyard. Comes with the light. All right, control-wise, you can see right here, you get 4 buttons. Power button, looks like a mode button, plus and minus, and then one that says S. Not sure what that's for. At the bottom, you get a... kind of hard to get this on camera, but you get a 1/4-20 mounting screw hole there, and then the little section to put the lanyard onto. USB Type-C charging port there, and that is it. So let's see what this looks like. See that? Very cool. So one way that you can use these type of lights is if you are doing B-roll shots, and you can literally, like, you know, just kind of move the light around the product to kind of give it a nice little sheen. So let's see what other options we get here. So with the plus and minus, we can change the intensity of the light. You can see the blue changing intensity. So that's full blast right there. Let's see. I'm going to hit the... okay, so hitting the S changes the color of the light. So we get different lights here. Oh, different effects also. Pretty cool. Oh, this is, it's kind of hard to see it because of how bright. Oh, actually, let me lower the brightness here. You can see that it's kind of like a rainbow color. Oh, that's a cool effect. See, these are things that you can use for different use case scenarios. Like I can throw one of these, put it on one of these effects and then throw it in my background there. Yeah, you get a bunch of cool stuff here. That one's cool. I mean, for the price of this product, I think this thing is doing pretty good. This is very cool. I'm liking it. So I'm going to use this for product shots to be able to light a... oh, and it's also a regular white light. Yeah, this thing has a ton of different modes. So you can definitely play around with this. Yeah, puts out quite a bit of light. I like it. Very cool little product. It is highlighted now in the carousel. All right, folks, we're going to move on to the next one. Now, this next one is more pricey, but I'll tell you why it caught my attention. This guy is a 100 watt RGB light. That's what caught my attention right there. 100 watts. That means this light should be extremely bright. And being that this is the form factor on it is really what what got me interested in this, and the fact that it's 100 watts, the form factor, and the fact that it's RGB. So it's going to be able to do regular bicolor as a bicolor light, and then it's going to be able to do RGB as well. And again, 100 watts coming out of something this compact is intriguing to me, because, for instance, my light that I have overhead here for the overhead shots, that's a 60 watt light, and it goes pretty bright. Actually, very bright. This one at 100 watts theoretically should be brighter. So I wanted to bring it in, check it out. Again, I'm looking forward to using this to help me with product shots. And let's take a look and see what we get in the box. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat room. If you're new here, my name is Adrian, and I am a tech enthusiast, and I like to do a lot of electronic product unboxings here on Amazon. All right, here we go. So we're going to set the light to the side for a second. Let's see what we get for accessories. All right, so as far as the box is concerned, that is it for the content. So we're going to look at the accessories now. And let's see. Ah, that's it. Just a instruction manual. I was expecting to see like a charging cable or something, but nope. Actually, let me double check the box. Sometimes they stick the cables and these little paddings. Nothing there. Nothing. Oh, there is another box. All right. And this, I suspect, is going to be the charging cable, and it is. All right, so we've got a USB Type-C to USB Type-A. That's going to be our charging cable. All right, that is it for the accessories that come with this light. Now, let's get this guy ripped open and see what we've got here. Here it is. This thing has some weight to it. And the outside feels like it's plastic, but on the inside, this thing has some weight. And here in the grills, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fans. So being that this is a 100 watt light, I can see why that you need so many cooling fans on this. It's got a lot of vents on this side, vents on this side. So this thing has a lot of cooling. You do get a quarter 20 mounting screw hole at the bottom. This piece right here, it's like kind of a rubber piece to help you grip this light. Here is the compartment to be able to charge the light here. Looks like it has a DC. Is that a light? No, I think that's a DC connector. So you might be able to plug this into continuous power as well. And here is the knobs to be able to change all the different settings here. So this one's a rotary knob, and then a power button, and then you got the LCD display there. So let's go ahead and turn this on and see. All right, so the light is on. It defaults to CCT or bicolor. So right now it's set to 500 or 5500K. Let's see how we change. Okay, so it goes, whoops, it goes all the way up to 6200K and goes all the way down to 2700K. You can see it changing there. Now I'm going to put it in HSI mode, and now we can change. You can see the colors here at the bottom. Right now it's set to 100% saturation. So as I cycle through all the different colors here, you can see it changing here on my mat. Very cool. All right. And then let's see the dimming. Okay, so that. All right. Very cool light. Now, as far as the, well, let me see here. You do get a battery indicator there. Shows you which mode you're in. Trying to see how we change the brightness on the RGB side. I guess that's as bright as it gets there for RGB. So the brightest you're going to get is out of the CCT right there, and you can tell this thing is super bright. I got to check. Oh, look at that. Man, that thing is completely blowing out my background there. This thing is bright. This is 100% brightness, by the way. Let's see here. Let's change the Kelvin to 5600. Yeah, this thing is super bright. Now, the RGB mode or HSI mode, I'm not sure how to get this any brighter. That is strange because the other mode, this thing was bright. Although this is fairly bright here. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat room. We're going to move on to the next product here. This one so far, though, is... so far, I'm very impressed. I got to play around with the RGB modes to see if I can get this to go brighter than what I'm seeing right now. But so far, this light is, it's very good. It's got a lot of LED beads. I got to check and see how many LED beads are actually in there. All right, let's move on to our last product. And this last one is it's a light. These are the ones that they call COB lights, or chip on board. This guy is a 70 watt light, and again, I brought this in to go along with my kit for product photography. So this is going to go mounted onto one of the new tripods that I just unboxed, and then I've got a softbox that I'm going to add onto it. Actually, I've got a softbox that I'm going to unbox here very soon. Not today, but on a future live, I'm going to unbox a softbox that's going to go along with this light, and then the dolly is going to go with this light as well. And again, this is a 70 watt light. It's highlighted right now in the carousel, so you can check it out. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat room. All right, so here we go. Here we get the AC cable, power cable there. Oh, cool! I didn't know it comes with this. We get a remote control. That's a plus. And here is the light. And I think that is it for the box. Okay, so we're going to get the customer service information there from Newer, instruction manual there. We got comes with the reflector. Bowens mount, pretty standard. And here is the light. Now, one of the things that I know a lot of people have complained about these kind of lights is normally these lights have fans to cool them down. And some people don't like those fans to make a lot of noise. So that's one of the things I'm going to be testing on this light here. All right, so in the front here is the chip there, LED chip. And then the way you release the Bowens mount is with this little slider right here. On the side you get some vents. Bottom, here is the little hardware piece that goes mounted onto the light. More vents down here. More venting on the other side. On the bottom here you get an on and off switch. And then you get this nice handle here. And then on the back, here's where you plug in your the AC cord. Looks like there is a USB port here. I don't know if that's for charging or what that is. I'm going to have to check out the instruction manual on that. Then you get the different a rotary knob here, a timer there. And I'm not sure what this is for here yet. And that is it. So that's the whole light. So this is going to be part of my kit that's going to go with my product photography setup. So let me get this plugged in real quick just so we can get an idea of the brightness of the light. It's a 70 watts, so I'm expecting this thing to be fairly bright. I'm going to throw this reflector on it. All right, reflector's installed. Give me a second while I get this plugged in. All right, let's see. Okay, let's see how we get this turned on here. Oh, I'm going to need batteries for this. Darn. Okay, I can't use the remote. Let's see what's going on here. There we go. Okay, as far as the controls here, you can see we're at 93%. We can move it up to 100. I'm going to bring this down so we don't blow out our light here. Okay, so it goes all the way down to 1%. That's a plus there. It's operating on channel 2, so you can, if you have multiple of these lights, you're going to be able to either group them by channel or separate them by channel. Oh, it gives you a readout of the temperature of the light. That's cool. Let's see what other modes we got. Okay, so, all right, then, so this shuts off the light, but it looks like it's kind of like a timer, so I'm not sure what that really does there. This here, I'm curious, what is this? Oh, looks like you can, it's an antenna. So I guess that's how, this is the antenna to communicate with the remote, I assume. Then we got the USB port there. So that's it. Very simple. So as I crank this up, right now it's showing 77 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm assuming as this gets warmer, yeah, it's going up now, 78. So it does show you the temperature of the light. Now as far as the brightness of it, we're at 100% right now. So let's shoot this to the back. And there you go there. This thing is super bright. Yep, that's what I was expecting. I mean, 70 watts, that's exactly what I was expecting there. So this thing puts out a ton of light. Yep, this is exactly what I was expecting out of this light. So I'm looking forward to using this for my product shots. I really like the fact that it goes down to 1%, because some of these lights only dim down to 10. And sometimes you just need a little bit more dim than that. So, and then comes with the remote. Very cool. On the remote, let me show you here real quick. On the remote, here's what you get. You can change the mode. So all the mode is for is to be able to change the channel on this. That's it. So if you change it to switch the channel, you can do that. And then with the up and down button, change the channel on it. Or you can hit the mode again, and now you can change the brightness. So you can turn the light on and off, and then you can also change the brightness here. So if you're going to be using this light as a key light, this remote comes in handy, because now you can adjust your light as you're looking at your shot in your monitor, so you're not going to have to run back and forth. So I really like that. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me here today. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat room before we sign off here. And once again, my name is Adrian, and I am a tech enthusiast. I really love everything related to technology. So whether it's computers, photography, videography, audio recording equipment, mobile devices, that's all the type of pretty much every electronic that I like to unbox here on Amazon. So, and I love to bring in items that are either useful or unique or both. So if that is something that interests you, I encourage you to follow me here on Amazon. That way when I go live, you'll get notified in-app when I am live. Let's see here. I don't see any questions rolling in, so I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this Saturday. I do plan to go live again tomorrow, so be sure to watch out for me there on Amazon so that we can connect online and discuss these products as we unbox them. I still have a ton of stuff that I have to unbox. More photography equipment. I've got a drone. I've got a 4K mini LED monitor I'm going to unbox. And then I've got a bunch of products coming in from Amazon that are going to deliver today and tomorrow. So just a ton of stuff that we're going to be going through. So definitely consider following if that is something that interests you. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me here today. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to see you on my next live. Adios.